All right. We're recording. We're live. We're good to go. So, Steve, if you want to say a few words, you're welcome to.
I do. Hi, everyone. I'm Steve King, sitting here in my basement in Penticton, British Columbia, the home of what we are hoping will be another Ironman Canada here. End of September, they've re-established the date for it, given what's been going on. The home of Ultraman Canada and Ultra 520. Here we are in Penticton with two Ultraman distance triathlons 1 week apart. And the gentleman you're going to be seeing on the movie and the featured part of that, the featured athlete in this movie, you're all well aware, he's looking at you directly right now. In fact, began his career at Ultraman Canada, and then went on to the World Championships. We're going to see the documentary of what happened at his second time at those World Championships, as well as what happened, of course, when he came back for a third time. We are referring, of course, to Scott McDermott, sitting at home in Sylvan Lake. And when you reflect on the last 17 months or so, you're probably wondering what he's doing sitting in that particular room. Well, like a lot of us, he's had to adapt and adjust to the pandemic and everything that brought about. There was a change in business for him as well. But one of the great things is, for those people who follow him and for those people he coaches, he's now got a podcast out there as well. Hence the reason he built that room himself. So it was great to see on Facebook leading up to where he's sitting right now, and doing a great job. And doing a great job, we also want to thank Drew Kenworthy and some others that will be named, and you'll see during the course of this movie. And I'm sure Drew is watching somewhere, along with, I think, his wife and 7 children. So we certainly want to welcome them. And we were so very pleased and honored to have been a part of it in terms of watching the unfortunate aspects of the movie as it unfolded, but also watching the incredible return to a start line and getting to that finish line and putting one foot in front of the other. That is what life is about, metaphorically, but it's also what this movie is about. So I'll hand you over to the gentleman, the star of this documentary himself, Mr. Scott McDermott.
Awesome. Thanks. I've got a fancy board so I can do this. I can do applause for myself. Makes me feel important. Thanks, Stephen. It's really great to be here. And yeah, hopefully, we get a bunch more people joining us later for the Q&A, but I'm glad there's some people here to watch the film. And I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do next is, you guys have already done it. You've turned off your screen, your cameras, and that just reduces the bandwidth. So when I was doing the practice runs of playing the movie, for the first little bit, it was a little bit choppy, and then it smoothed out as Zoom kind of got into the groove. So just know that you can expect that. That'll be a little bit choppy at first. I am playing it directly off my computer instead of off the internet, so that should minimize that problem. And we'll play the film. It's 82 minutes long, and then at the end of it, we'll take a quick bathroom break, and then Steve and I will have whatever it takes to go through some discussions. And if you have any questions while the film is playing, like if you see something and you have a question, please type it in the chat. I've got 2 monitors, so I'll be able to see the questions as they pop up. I'll write them down, and then at the end of the film, Steve and I can address them. So if that sounds good, I'm going to start the film, Living the Warrior Code. All right. So I'm going to stop the recording.